Harris-Walz campaign spoke about Medicare and the cost of prescription drugs in multiple stops across Wisconsin, including Appleton today. This is the White House announces deals with drug makers to cut the cost of prescription drugs for conditions like diabetes and arthritis. One speaker today says her prescription drugs used to cost $1,800. Now they cost $400.
So it's like capping this at $2,000 is enormous. It's like it's saving me so much money and giving me a quality of life at the same time.
Pharmaceutical industry was quick to criticize the prices, saying they would not help the patients and don't reflect the substantial value of essential medicines.